Good morning, Western Washington, and happy Monday. I'm Matthew Fab with Western Washington Weather, and today we're going to take a look at the forecast for the systems that are moving into the area over the next few days and the major weather change that we will see as significant rain and some mountain snow moves into the area. So we're starting here with the radar image, and you can see here as of about 7 a.m. we do have rain off the north coast of Washington. This will slowly be sliding inland throughout the day. So let's take a look at the forecast for that. So we're starting here with the overall pattern. You can see the ridge is pushing off to the east pretty quickly here. And as we go through the end of the day, we will pretty much be rid of that massive ridge that's now moving east over Montana. You can see this troughing moving in off of the Pacific Ocean. And this troughing is going to impact us from Tuesday all the way through Wednesday, and then Thursday, and then still all the way through Friday. So that troughing is going to be with us most of the week, which will bring us a few systems that will give us some nice rain totals. And as we go into the weekend, you can see potentially a brief ridge, but this really won't keep away that much rain. And then you can see as we get to the end of this model run here on the European model, this troughing is starting to slide back toward us. So more systems will be on the way. Now taking a look at precipitation here, you can see today by about 11 a.m. that rain starts to shift into western Washington. Raining there at 5 p.m. and through this evening into Tuesday, showers continue. And then we don't really get much of a break at all as our next system moves in late Tuesday to early Wednesday. That brings rain through Wednesday afternoon across western Washington, maybe convergence zone signature right there on Wednesday evening. And then we still have more showers with this system all the way through midday Thursday into Thursday evening. We finally dry out Thursday night, and then the next system of kind of an atmospheric river variety there. Look how much rain it's producing over Vancouver Island. Then by late Friday, that slides south across western Washington and brings us rain all the way through Saturday night. And that is where this forecast cuts off, but expect rain to continue on Saturday night into Sunday morning and possibly even midday Sunday. Now taking a look at total rain from the European model, you can see it has rain start moving in this morning here. This is about 10 a.m. Rain reaches Bellingham by about noon, and you can see it's raining across most of the coast by noon. As we go through the afternoon hours, that rain moves into western Washington. By 4 p.m., it's raining across most of the I-5 corridor, and that continues all the way through tonight into Tuesday morning there, with totals likely about a quarter inch for most of the area, except about a half inch for Bellingham and some of the coast. As we go through Tuesday, you can see showers continue across some of the southern lowlands and the Cascades, maybe up to a half inch from Seattle through Federal Way and Tacoma. And then as we go into late Tuesday, that next system moves in, bringing more rain across the entire area by Wednesday morning there. And you can see that rain continues with that second system all the way through Wednesday night into Thursday morning, with those showers continuing. And this forecast is going to end at about 5 p.m. Thursday. And you can see by 5 p.m. Thursday, the rain totals we're looking at is about 0.4 to 0.75 inches from Olympia southward. From Olympia through Seattle, we're looking at about 0.4 inches to about 1.25 inches more as you get toward the Cascades. Potentially a rain shadow there over the Kitsap Peninsula. As you can see, that could impact parts of Seattle as well. And then from Seattle northward, you can expect 3/4 of an inch to 1.25 inches. And then on the coast, there 1 to 1.5 inches. And in the Cascades, likely an inch to an inch and a half, maybe some areas of 2 inches, but this could also be snow. Now taking a look at a much higher resolution forecast here, this is the national blend of models. You can see it agrees with rain moving into the area about midday, continuing through tonight, not as much as the European model in terms of this Monday system here, with only about 1/10 of an inch for most of the area. As we go through Tuesday, you can see some showers continue, bringing us up to about 1/4 inch for most of the region. And then as we go into Wednesday, that next system moves in, bringing a decent dose of rainfall there. By the time we get to Wednesday night, most of the area has over a half inch on this model, with the coast having an inch to an inch and a half, and then up to 2 inches in the mountains. And you can see the showers continue on Thursday, with this forecast showing generally more precipitation across the whole area, with the rain shadow being limited to the northeast Olympic Peninsula as usual. By Thursday evening, this forecast has western Washington getting about an inch of rain, with some areas over the San Juans and Island County and northern Kitsap Peninsula there, and then along the strait getting a half inch to 3/4 of an inch. And you can see the coast gets over 1.5 inches, near 2 inches, and then the mountains get 2 to 3 inches in this forecast. And if we go even further here, you can see that rain continues into this weekend here with that system from late Friday through Saturday and Sunday. And this forecast here, which is pretty good, pretty high resolution, by the end of this weekend, or this upcoming weekend here, so this is the end of Sunday, shows over 2 inches for all of western Washington there, with the lowlands getting 2 to 3 inches of rain by next Sunday evening, and then the mountains and the coast getting 4 to 6 inches. So we'll keep watching this because this is a pretty good amount of rainfall for 1 week, so stay tuned for more on that. Now let's take a look at mountain snow. You can see with the troughing moving in, the temperatures are going to be a lot cooler in the mountains, and we're going to start getting some widespread mountain snowfall. As we go through Tuesday, you can see not much snow has fallen yet, but as we go into Tuesday night, as that Wednesday system moves in, which is a little bit stronger and colder, that's going to bring some snow to the mountain peaks, mainly areas 5,000 feet and above on Wednesday. You can see there by Wednesday night that we have some snow at Paradise and potentially an inch or two at the mountain passes, maybe half an inch or so at Snoqualmie Pass, so really no impacts there. As we go through Thursday into Friday here, we're going to stop this at Friday night. You can see places like Paradise and Mount Baker could get over a foot of snow, likely near 2 feet, and then you can see some of the passes and the higher elevations here. North Cascades Highway could get up to 6 inches, maybe about 6 inches for Stevens Pass there, and an inch or two at Snoqualmie Pass, and then these higher elevations in the mountains getting up to 3 feet of snow or more. So especially areas in the backcountry there, you really want to watch out for this. If you are still hiking in the backcountry this week, be prepared for it to be much colder with snow likely. So now just wanted to mention this real quick. Potential for some gusty winds at times today, mainly from Everett northward, gusts at 30 to 35 miles an hour or so. So not too much of an issue, just wanted to point that out. In terms of high temperatures, we'll be dropping a lot over the next few days. Low to mid 60s Seattle north today. Mid to upper 60s from Seattle south, and low 60s on the coast. This is the last day in these temperatures for a long time here. We drop to the upper 50s to low 60s across the entirety of western Washington on Tuesday, and we drop even further to the mid to upper 50s there across western Washington on Wednesday. Long Beach Peninsula and some areas from Seattle south could reach the low 60s. And you can see on Wednesday, highs in the mountains are really stuck in the 30s there, and that's going to start bringing all that snow. By Thursday, it cools down even more in the mountains, with highs really not getting out of freezing except in some of the valleys there. And you can see Thursday is going to be a pretty chilly day across western Washington, with highs only in the low to mid 50s. So our coolest day in months, that's for sure. And on Friday, you can see a similar story. Cold in the mountains there again, and highs in the low to mid 50s across western Washington. And then just wanted to point out some stuff in the extended forecast here. So you can see we really do have a weather shift going on here. It's really not going to stop raining all that much for the next few days here. This is the European model ensemble. The green line is the ensemble average, and then the blue line is the control run, which is the initial conditions best we understand them. And you can see that the ensemble average here by about the end of October shows us getting at least 3 inches of rain, though you can see some of the ensemble members have a lot more than that. So we got to watch this closely, as that's a good amount of rainfall for the next few weeks here. And this is the snow totals here. I picked out Paradise here, so 5,400 feet. You can see that it shows nearly 10 inches of snow over the next week or so, and then that just more snowfall continues by the end of the month, nearly 2 feet at Paradise. So stay tuned for more on that mountain snowfall as well. And just wanted to point out these 8 to 14 day temperature outlooks for the 21st to 27th of October, so that will be next week. You can see below average temperatures for the Pacific Northwest, and near normal to above average precipitation, which is both a good sign to get rid of some of the lingering drought concerns across the area. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and share these videos. It's the best way to help western Washington weather grow, as we have a lot to talk about over the next few days as storm season is upon us. So stay tuned, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.